Last time on MasterChef Australia.
When you step through those gates, it is an opportunity for you to grab salvation.
For the final challenge in Italy, 5 amateur cooks prepared a traditional banquet for an entire village.
Seemed like cooked by my mother.
And for Deb, the MasterChef journey ended.
I just have a whole new pile of opportunities, and now I know that I am a good cook.
Tonight, we reach the end of our culinary odyssey with a very special masterclass.
Welcome to the Antica Corte Pallavicino.
It's an incredibly fertile, self-contained, self-sustaining food heaven.
It's a celebration of the world's best produce.
Bravo.
Special guest Neil Perry stops by to cook the ultimate vegetable lasagna.
Vegetarian or not, you're going to love it because it's delicious.
And George takes the mystery out of making risotto.
Viva Italy, and here's to MasterChef!
Cooked in a while.
Good look.
Stunning, isn't it? Look at the sweet peas. I wonder if that's a smokehouse. It's beautiful.
Buongiorno! Welcome to the final leg of your Italian odyssey, and it is, of course, dressed in whites, masterclass. Yeah. It's been an incredible journey, but today's all about this wonderful place. And you would have noticed walking up that it is truly special. This is Antica Corte Pallavicino, the 700-year-old castle that's on 75 hectares of beautiful farmland sitting on the River Po.
Kids around the world dream about going to Disneyland. Cooks and chefs dream about standing in properties like this. They've got the most amazing fruits here, vegetables, grains, grapes, ducks, rabbits, chickens, pigs, cows, goats, raised right here using traditional methods.
Wow.
But there's something else very special about this place. We all know what prosciutto is, pancetta is. The best of the best ham, culatello, is here.
Oh, wow. It actually has a Michelin star restaurant just behind those walls, and the farm feeds that little food place. Are you ready to meet the family that own and run this wonderful property? Yeah. Well, first of all, the chef, Massimo Spigaroli, his brother, Luciano Spigaroli, and his daughter, Benedetta. Please welcome them. Ciao, Massimo.
Thank you so much for having us here. This is food paradise, yeah?
We love this this little part of Parma because I think is the best part of the world that we can have.
Oh, that's lovely.
Beautiful stuff. Couldn't be in a better place for the last place in Italy.
Massimo, what dish are you going to be preparing for us today?
Oggi prepariamo la faraona.
Today you're gonna make guinea fowl covered with clay.
Dobbiamo andare a prendere la terra, tagliare il culatello, metterla dentro, metterla in forno. Un disastro, un disastro, un disastro.
What's beautiful about today is we're cooking from the ground up.
So Wade, Bo, Mindy, Kylie, Audra, you're going with George, Massimo and Benedetta. And the rest of you are coming with myself and Luciano. We're going to go somewhere special.
Oh, cool. All right.
Andiamo.
Have fun.
Ciao.
Good luck, Bozo.
Oh, yeah.
First crack. Thank you.
Audra,
Thank
come
you.
in.
Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Amazing, isn't it? This is a cave of gold, as far as I'm concerned.
You are just arrived in this moment in our cellar, in our paradise of culatello. So you know, culatello is not ham. Culatello is only the high part of the leg. One piece of culatello di zibello is very expensive, 250 euro. This is our fork knox.
We've got to collect one of these wonderful little culatello for Massimo's dish. So there's one little culatello all on its own that has our name on it. Oh. So you've got to find it. Off you go. And have a look.
How are we going to find? Has it got a massive sign on it?
This might take a while. It's cobwebs.
Because there are thousands.
Guys, I found it. Hey! Masterclass.
How'd we miss that? Got it? All right, let's go eat it.
So let's go get this to Massimo.
Everybody out.
Right, guys, let's go. Now, can you explain to us, what are we doing here? We've got a shovel, we've got a bucket. What do we
Adesso
need?
dobbiamo per trovare la terra.
We have to find the right mud for us for cooking our guinea fowl.
Now, what flavour will this give to the bird?
La fa cuocere,
It gives not the flavor.
Okay.
It's like a second oven in the oven. Here we can see the layers, and so we have to see the right one. It has to be compact, but at the same time soft.
Can you explain to Massimo that Bo here is an expert with the shovel?
Yeah.
Okay, so he will do all the digging today.
Allora, ha detto che questo ragazzo qui è esperto nello scavare, quindi ha detto che farà tutto lui oggi.
Get in there.
Yeah, we got to shave it away.
Shave it.
Yeah,
Così. Solo questa, così.
just like this. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Look at the action on that, eh? Grazie.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
Okay. Right. Guido, you want to grab it?
Yep.
Let's go, guys. Andiamo.
Awesome. Enjoyed that.
Hello.
Hey, guys.
Welcome back, Bozo.
Had a bit of fun down at the pool.
Okay, I think we should do some cooking, yeah?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yes.
Massimo, what's the dish?
Niente, facciamo la faraona che è questa.
We're gonna make a guinea fowl covered with clay, fill it with strogino. That is a fresh salami made for us, and then cover it with a slice of culatello.
That sounds great.
So that's the guinea fowl.
L'abbiamo leggermente disossata.
So is this from the land?
Yes, of course.
Poi niente, andiamo a mettere un po' di sale.
So a sprinkle
tanto.
of salt over the top. Okay, juniper berries being crushed up. And juniper berries and game are a fabulous combination. Garlic, wonderful. Is this Massimo's mum's recipe, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, fabulous. Rosemary, sage, and again, everything's from the garden. So this
It's
meat here is...
strogino.
Okay, so...
That is a particular type of salami made with the same meat of culatello.
Yep. Okay, so he's forming the meat, and I guess this is going to become the stuffing, yeah?
Oh, that's nice.
nice stuffing.
That's a fat one.
Bellissimo.
Okay, so now he's trussing it through the legs, around, and pulling it together. And one over the top. You can tell he's done this a few times. The next step is to slice our culatello and wrap it around the guinea fowl.
It's like one of those old-fashioned sewing machines.
Has anyone tasted this yet?
No.
Come on, come on. Here. One by one, grab a piece. So, Audra, tell me what you're tasting.
Oh, it's amazing. It almost tastes kind of cheesy.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, but it's not overpowering either.
No.
It's not too salty.
Yeah, and it's not too salty, that's it. It's yummy. Give it a bit of love.
Give it a kiss, George.
Yeah, give it a bit of kiss, George.
Okay, so onto some greaseproof paper. Rosemary. And what's that?
Cognac.
Cognac, yeah? Hey, give it a drink, yeah?
Yeah, it's just perfect.
Ok? E adesso prepariamo la terra.
Yep, now we're going to wrap it in the mud. Ah. Okay, so this was that, yeah?
Yeah, we take the sand and then we clean it and then we mix it with
Okay,
water.
how do you clean it?
With
A sieve?
yeah.
Yeah.
Uova.
And then what happens after that?
And then we mix with water, eggs,
Un po' di sale.
Eggs.
flour.
Ah. Wow. Like a dough.
It's amazing. It's a dough, yeah? Okay, so he's now getting active, pulling it apart so it goes nice and thin.
Active. Getting active.
It's getting very active.
Nice. It's rubbed off.
So, George, is it about a centimetre thick,
Wow.
roughly?
Yeah, it seems like about, a centimetre thick. Oh, now wrapping it up. Yeah, like a little baby, like bambino.
Eh sì, eh?
Okay,
Pronta?
next, oven.
Oven.
2 hours.
2 hours in the oven. Okay. Okay.
Oh, straight into the hot oven. Cool. Bene.
Buono. Buono. We're at the majestic Antica Corte Pallavicina, and Chef Massimo Spigaroli is cooking his clay-baked guinea fowl. So Chef Massimo's put the guinea fowl in the oven. That's cooking. I had a couple of minutes just to sneak out and steal some of this amazing produce. And it doesn't get any better than this. No fertilisers, no sprays, and all the compost gets reused. It's all sustainable. Everything moves around, yeah?
No chemical.
No chemical. It's the best.
Normal.
I want to kiss him.
Normal.
Simple salad, guys. I'm not going to muck around with this, all right? So these beautiful zucchinis, and I'm just going to shave them. A little bit of salt and a little bit of olive oil, yeah?
It's croatina. It's very good.
Yeah. We're going to tear these flowers, just more so to check if there's anything inside of them. All right. Oh, I've even got these little snow peas.
They're really lovely.
It's just...
Sweet as anything.
I pinched some of them.
I've got some lettuce leaves that we've just pulled out. All right. Massimo, what's this?
It's Melissa. Lemon Melissa.
Melissa. And it smells like lemon, yeah?
Yeah,
And
it's
a
lemon
cross
mint,
between lemon and mint.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful. This here,
Cicoria
cicoria.
leggermente amara.
Yeah.
Bitter.
It's quite bitter, yeah?
Bitter di cicoria.
Chervil. We've got
Fennel.
fennel, which is so aromatic and just wonderful. And then we've got some of the zucchini flowers and some of these. What do you call these
Garofano.
in English?
In English.
Garofano. Doesn't matter. It's English. Sounds great. Okay. Right, and then finally, just a little bit more olive oil, a little pinch of salt, and then this balsamic here from Modena. What's special about this?
It's the best.
Yeah?
How old is it, George?
How old?
25 anni.
25 years.
It's as old as me.
That's as old as you, Kylie.
Beautiful. Thick. Yum.
Bravo. Bravo. It's beautiful.
Right, there's my salad. That's made. That's done. And the guinea fowl, 2 hours in the oven, is ready. Let's get it. Oh.
Devo mettere la carta. Devo mettere la carta sul tavolo.
Don't wake the baby.
Wow, check that out.
All right.
Bang.
Oh.
Hot. Oh,
This is the ultimate oven, yeah?
Isn't it?
So the waiter does this at the table.
That's awesome.
Just in there.
Yeah, you would. That's beautiful. You're in heaven, George.
It's like the best perfume ever.
Oh.
Yeah?
Wow. It's like a dinosaur egg.
That's a picture on a plate.
Oh, beautiful.
That is beautiful.
Giant choices. Oh. Wow.
Oh my God.
It's gone so dark.
Just how much that meat cooks down, it's unbelievable.
It's just falling off the bone.
It's just so tender.
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, look at that. George, you two are made in heaven. Love it.
Bravo.
Beautiful.
Bravo.
È moderno. Australia e Italia. New composition.
Oh, beautiful.
Bravo lui che ha trovato la terra giusta.
Yeah, well done, Bo. Bo.
Questa è tua. Ricordo dell'Italia.
Right, who wants to taste?
Yeah.
One at a time, come up. Come on, Andy, Julia, Deborah, come up.
Grazie.
Come on, come guys.
This looks absolutely stunning.
That is beautiful. Yeah.
Here, Bo, you get more.
Oh.
Yeah, because you're special. You did the hard work.
Anche
today.
lui che ha spento
And
il
Wade
cambio,
carried the bucket.
Questo, buono,
Oh, yeah, you scored. Oh, look who turned up right at the time.
Perfecto.
Right, Ben, talk to me, mate. What I really want to know, I've never tasted something like this in terms of flavour. It's new to me.
Yeah, same with me. I think that the things that we've tasted so far, it's really sweet. It's quite, there's natural sugars in it that just come out as you cook it.
Julia?
I would come back here for that in a heartbeat. That is phenomenal. It's balanced, it's juicy, it's just perfect.
Honesty. Bo, you collected the clay and now, you know, being able to see it come together?
To me, that's what food's all about. It's what's around you. I'm loving it.
Well, there you have it, guys. You saw a dish that's been around for 50 years. Yeah? Wow. Massimo, it's an absolute honour for all of us and, of course, the whole of Australia. Yeah? We thank you so much. Thank you.
What do we love about Italy?
This.
Everything, everything. I love this room. That's what I love. I love this old hearth, this fireplace. It's incredible. So now on Masterclass, we're going to do something that's very, very Italian, but I'm not going to do it. We've got a special guest. Oh, you see, you thought I was going to chop stuff up, but no. This man loves Italy. He loves Italy, and he's come here for a bit of inspiration for his new menus. He's part of our MasterChef family. Super famous, you know him, seen his TV programs, been to his restaurants and read his books. Please welcome Neil Perry. Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Fantastic.
They weren't expecting this, were they?
Nice.
Well, thanks, guys. Great welcome. It's just great to be here with you guys here in Italy. Fantastic that you were here and I'm here getting a bit of inspiration for my new restaurant. Have you guys just been blown away by the produce? I mean, you know, the stuff out of the garden and the amazing hams and the cheese and the butter and...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, peas, potatoes, tomatoes, you know, it's breathtakingly good. And that's one of the reasons why we love sort of getting inspiration at Qantas for our meals because, you know, it's totally driven by the ingredients, and that's sort of my philosophy, works really well in the air. So we'll have anything up to sort of 15, 20 Italian dishes flying at any one time.
So what are we making, Neil?
So we're doing a little ricotta vegetable lasagna with a tomato, roasted tomato sauce.
So first job, what's that?
Well, I think we might get our vegetables sorted. So let's cut some tomatoes into quarters. Right. And pop them on here, Gary.
Yep.
Then we're going to add a little bit of flavouring by just some olive oil, some sea salt, and some marjoram and thyme.
So like that? Is that cool?
Yep, perfect, mate, perfect.
Bit rusty on the knife skills,
Yeah,
but I try my best.
Yeah. That's all we can do, really.
And this is going to concentrate the flavour.
Concentrate the flavour and keep a texture in there because we're going to chop them later on and fold them through the sauce. A little bit of olive oil.
Putting a bit of herbs on, or was I getting
Yeah, let's do
excited?
some herbs. And again, we could put some
whatever.
sliced garlic or whatever it might be.
So just a few little pieces, I suppose.
Yep. So on about 140. In for an hour and a half, bring it down, even longer. You know, you could put it in a low oven and do it overnight if you wanted and get it almost like a dried tomato. So, yeah, it's really up to you. So now we're on to peppers.
How do you want these cut? Just into
Yeah, you can just cut
quarters,
them in.
or...
Yeah, quarters are fine. You could throw them in whole. There's no problem with that.
Okay.
Again, we want to rub it with a little bit of olive oil. We want to season it with salt. And importantly, we want to get that heat into it, get it blistering a little bit. And, you know, you'd be doing this more around the 150, 160. Salt is the one true seasoning, really important to get it into your food and brings out the flavour. Really everything else you're doing is a flavour.
Just a little extra.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Great, so all we need to do is pop this in the oven and cook until it's starting to nice and soften and you can see the skin starting to blister and move.
And it's that little bubbly skin that we're looking for before we pop in the bowl and cling wrap.
Absolutely.
And amazingly, we prepared some earlier.
Okay, guys, so there is, you know, you can see there's some perspiration or moisture there, which essentially has been the steaming of the peppers.
So we know how to do this, right? We just basically tease the skin off. It comes off.
Oh, man, I love that. Tease the skin off. Right. Isn't he? He's like he's a poet, isn't he?
Yeah, I know. You know why? Because in real terms in a kitchen, it's get those 3 boxes of capsicum done.
Yeah, yeah.
There's no teasing going on. But when you're at home...
It's never really just 4 peppers, is it, mate?
Never 4 peppers. But you know what? I love it. When you've got the time, I mean, isn't that a beautiful thing to do? And you can eat the skin. There's no reason why you can't do that, but... I think that's lovely, really beautiful.
All right, so what we're going to do is we might slice some zucchinis and eggplant. By the time we give that a little bit of a fry and get some colour on it, it's going to be around about the same thickness as the pasta that we're going to use for the lasagna. So, yeah, we're only going to do a couple, so that's enough. And again, with the eggplant, we're going to take a similar sort of thickness, and that's reflective of the fact that we're going to layer it up. So we'd like all the layers to be fairly uniform. So if you look at the pepper, the pasta, you know, the eggplant, by the time we colour all of this, it'll have a really nice consistency to it.
So a little bit of salt, and that just brings out the...
Bring out those bitter juices and dry it out a little bit. Okay. So, again, by some magic of TV, I didn't...
And in fact, the salt does its job really, really quickly, doesn't it?
It does. It'll happen really, really quickly. So essentially what we want to do, and this has been...
Wow, look at the water that's come out of that.
What we want to do is just give that a quick rinse.
So we're going quite well. We've got the tomatoes just, you know, condensing a little bit in flavour in the oven.
Peppers roasting.
Peeled our peppers, even though we've got some extra in the oven. No. And now we've sliced and salted the eggplant, sliced the zucchini, and then you're going to fry them.
Yeah, this is really just to get a nice little bit of colour. And what we're trying to do is just soften the vegetables, so it's all really melting, actually, and we're going to do a little bit of salt on this one, because we didn't need to worry about it with the eggplant, because we'd actually salted it.
Salted it already.
And so again, seasoning's really important. You guys always taste everything you do, always make sure you season properly, because the one difference between a professional chef and an amateur cook is seasoning. Chefs season food properly, and amateur cooks tend to really hold back. So we've got our little zucchinis just softened. Some have got a bit of colour, some haven't. Yeah. Not really that important, the colour. The important thing is it's just soften a little bit.
So vegetables are done, looking beautiful, the colours are wonderful, and all that lovely olive oil flavour.
Yeah, absolutely, and seasoned nicely. So you've got all the flavour in there.
So next up, we're going to cook some lasagna. The pasta sheets. We've got some boiling water.
We season the water with salt only. So pop our lasagna sheets in the salted boiling water.
Yep.
2 minutes, perfect.
Now, next up, bechamel. So classic bechamel.
Yep.
So you've got about a tablespoon of butter and then the same quantity, tablespoon of flour.
Yep. We're just going to whiz that around. We don't want to brown it too heavily. We'll give it a minute or so to thicken.
So you're looking, it's just starting to get a little white tinge on it. So flour's cooked out, and then we start adding.
We're going to add the milk, and again, then just allow it to thicken.
Okay.
And if you could grab the pasta out, mate, that would be awesome.
Good idea.
You can see that starting to thicken up.
How much milk did you put in there?
125 mils.
Beautiful. So about half a cup.
About half a cup, yes. And here we go. We're really...
So good bit of Parmesan, half a cup of Parmesan, I reckon.
And then in with the ricotta.
Yep. There you go, about half a cup of ricotta.
Yep.
So nice cheesy sauce, and as that melts, it'll just loosen up a little bit.
Just sort of set the whole thing and hold it. So it's just about... Yep, we can break an egg in there now.
So a whole egg or an egg yolk?
A whole egg.
Wow.
Do you normally put eggs in bechamel?
Well, you do if you want a nice bubbly glaze on it.
This one's give it a colour.
Because the fat and the cheese and the yolk I'm taking over now, I apologise.
It's also, the egg in it is really good if you want to do a gratin, because you get lovely golden top on your gratin with your egg.
Yeah, it's just, you know, the elements of richness, layers that you add into it.
Exactly what Gary just said then, richness, you know, and now we've got all this beautiful cheese.
It's looking good.
And it's got the right texture with the egg. Perfect.
It's a very special Italian masterclass at Antica Corta Pallavicino, just outside Parma, and Neil Perry is cooking his favourite vegetable lasagna. So white sauce is done, vegetables are done, pasta's been blanched for a couple of minutes, so we're all ready to go on the build for the lasagna, but we're going to make the tomato sauce.
Give me a nice fine dice of half an onion, maybe two cloves of garlic. I'll find a pan. Then we're just going to sweat this off for the tomato sauce. We're going to do a very nice, chunky, simple tomato olive oil sauce with those wonderful roasted tomatoes that we did before, OK? If you could give me a little bit of salt in there, please, Gary. And then what I want to do is get my induction so it's just bubbling away, and it would be, you know, 10, 15 minutes of gently cooking, no colour, just softening. And
right, I'll grab those tomatoes.
Yeah, tomatoes would be great.
You.
We'll chop them up and put them in now.
Look at these. These are wonderful.
Aren't they? So just a nice dice.
Anybody want to nick a tomato? Yeah, if you don't mind my fingers. So are we cutting these up into little
that's perfect,
dice?
And then one across.
Oh, so this way?
Yeah.
Julia, how sweet and intense are those tomatoes?
It's amazing, and the best flavour.
Beautiful?
The best flavour is actually right near the skin. It's like it's all sort of sunk down to the bottom, and it's a tiny bit chewy, but it's lovely.
So onions,
garlic,
5 minutes with the onions go. It's nice and soft.
You know, again,
smells beautiful.
Aroma. Cook with your nose as well as everything else, because the nose is such an important sense of cooking.
And in with all that juice.
And you know, when we're cooking Western food, we sometimes neglect aroma. Of course, with Asian cooking, we talk about aroma all the time as to when to add the next ingredient. Okay. And I always give it, you know, a little slash of olive oil, make really good grind of pepper. And look, you know, it's just lovely and loose. You know, it's just thickened up a little bit.
Pure tomato.
Oh,
and olive oil. Amazing. How good is this? Sound of peacocks in the distance, garden outside, 700-year-old castle, and Neil Perry.
Mate.
And I hear you don't work without a castle.
Mate, castle and a bowl of M&Ms. You know, that's it. You know. I don't want to be a total diva.
I love it. So this is looking fabulous. We've got this wonderful fresh tomato sauce, lovely cheese sauce with Parmesan and ricotta, these soft vegetables, capsicum, eggplant, zucchini, which you fried in the olive oil, and the pasta sheet. So we're ready to go to assemble this.
Well, I've made myself a bit of space so I can get in here next to you. And, mate, we've got the knife, and then all we need to do now is start playing build a lasagna. So we're going to start with some eggplant first.
We're just creating some layers. Any particular order or just how
I'm just doing the eggplant on top.
So when you say on top, so the reason the paper's in there is you're going to flip that out.
Yeah, it's going to be the top. Okay. So I'm just going to overlap it.
What are you going to do with those leftover piece of egg?
No, no, listen. This is crucial. Listen. Now, next up, bechamel.
Yep. So let's do a little pasta.
Yum.
OK, then we're going to start layering up some of these beautiful things. So, there we go. Another pasta.
Let's take a slightly bigger one, I think.
A little bit of fun with it. So here we go. We're going to put some pepper. We're going to put some...
More cheese sauce. Yeah.
More cheese sauce, more cheese sauce. And all those, you see those things that look like lumps?
You're terrible.
Those things that look like lumps are not lumps at all, but they're actually, grated pieces of cheese. And it's not only just cheese, it's the wonderful Reggiano. And all we need to do is get a little bit of the old aluminium foil.
Nice, well, a little chefy treat. You know, Bo, that is the fastest I've seen you move in this competition.
Don't muck around, Gary.
So we're just going to bake it for about 15, 20 minutes, about 160. And we'll have a beautiful vegetarian lasagna.
Can't wait. Well, lasagnas, I think, they smell like they're almost ready. Sauce coming back up to the boil, smells delicious.
It is amazing, isn't it? Just have a little taste of that.
Let's plate it up, I reckon. We're all salivating, look.
But I think, you know, they're so sweet. I think we'll give it a little bit more salt, just to...
balance that.
Anyway, I'm gonna get the lasagnas. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect, perfect.
Yum.
Now,
Are you ready?
are you ready? Okay.
Ready. Oh, look at that.
That's beautiful. I love the big piece of eggplant.
So there you go. You've got a nice free-form lasagna. Look at this. This chunky tomato sauce is almost another layer.
Yum, that tomato sauce is unbelievable.
So what we're going to do then, Gary, is of course, if we're in Italy...
Your best friend.
Olive oil is our best friend. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so there we have a vegetarian lasagna with beautiful roast tomato sauce.
Yeah.
I can hear Andy's tummy rumbling. Andy, up you come. Audra, and wait.
Oh, come on, kids. Whether you're a vegetarian or not, you're going to love it because it's delicious. That's it, dive in, dive in.
He's hungry.
Wow.
Cheesy, hello.
Hello, my old friend, vegetarian lasagna.
That is so delicious. You can actually taste the veg. It's just because of that layering, and the vegetables will cook separately. You can taste the vegetables. You can taste the creamy bechamel. It's got so much flavour in it. The cheese. You can taste everything in it, and the tomatoes on top.
Yeah.
Acidic. Nice. Oh, yeah. I'm in heaven.
Andy, is it touching the sides? It's just a question.
Really. No.
It's going in so fast.
Nailed it. The sweetness of the tomatoes and that little sauce just sort of really wraps it up. It's beautiful.
Here, just take the... you need bread for the...
Oh, my God.
We got any? Yeah, pan up.
Sit back, come on, back down. Wonderful stuff. OK, Ben?
For me, watching Neil make the bechamel with the egg, I normally wouldn't do that, so adding that extra richness to the bechamel.
What makes that bechamel so amazing is the quality of the cheese that went in it.
Yeah. You just use the bechamel, put it over.
Oh, no, you didn't even lick the plate. What's going on?
Fantastic.
Awesome, guys.
I think we've been very lucky to find you in Italy and get you in to make us a wonderful dish. So thank you very much, Neil.
Pleasure.
2 days ago, the 10 of you experienced a bit of pain, OK? Risotto is that death dish. It's hurt many people, not only in the MasterChef kitchen, but now even in Italy.
But the rice is just not cooked. It's chalky in your mouth.
I'm just finding it a bit dry.
Manca un po' di tutto.
It's missing quite everything.
I'm gonna today demonstrate how to make risotto in a simple way. All right, a Parmesan risotto with poached egg. Let's first go through what we've got. We've got a stock made here. It's a light chicken stock, and in that, I've taken all the husks of the Parmesan and cooked it with the husks of the Parmesan. As well as that, the culatello, all the trimmings on the outside, I've put that in there as well, all right? So that there is wonderful stuff. That's full of flavour, it's delicious. Now, you generally start your risotto by toasting off the rice with some onions in a bit of butter or olive oil, up to you. But rather than frying off the onions at the start, I've made a puree of onions by sweating down white onions with a little bit of star anise and lots of butter, OK? And I'm going to finish the risotto with that, OK? So monte the risotto at the end. Risotto rice. Now, there's so many myths about what rice to use. Use cannaroli rice, all right? And that's like 15 k's from here. It's a shorter grain of rice. It's more flavourful, and it's got a lovely creaminess about it, okay? So, first step, a little bit of olive oil in a pan and just a little bit of butter. And I think a lot of where you went wrong the other day was too much stirring, all right? I agitate the rice. Now, there's so many theories out there of how to make risotto, and here I am, an Aussie with Greek background, standing in Italy, telling you guys how to make risotto. But, you know, I'm sure the Greeks did invent it. Right, OK. Some rice goes in, cannaroli rice. It's all about agitation for me. It's all about shaking that pan and moving it around. It's not about fierce heat either, all right? And at that point, a pinch of salt, OK? You've just got to warm the rice up. You're not putting colour onto the rice, all right? And I think tossing it through the butter and the oil means that every single bit has been coated. Now, at this point, in with the stock, all right? And for me, that stock is the quality of the stock is the key, all right? Now, you can do that gradual method where you keep adding. I just add a couple of ladles and get it going, because I know for about 100 grams of rice, 2 ladles of stock is going to be pretty much nearly there. And as I need more, I add more, all right? I just pop the gas down a bit and we let the magic of the Parmesan and the culatello, you know, introduce the flavour. Yeah, yes, Bo?
How important is it to use the right cheese with the right dish?
It's important. I think it's about understanding that would I use something like mozzarella in there? No, because I want to still get the texture of the rice. I still want to taste the rice. It's important. It's a balancing act.
Yeah.
That's good flavour.
At this point, we'll add a little bit more stock. I think it needs it, you can tell. Right, now poached egg. You've seen it before, I'm sure, on MasterChef. Cracked into cling film. But these eggs, I went and collected with Massimo from his little egg farm down the road.
So they're fresh
okay?
eggs.
So I'm going to pop some eggs into boiling water, and they should take around 4 minutes. And I taste a couple of grains, and I think we're nearly there. OK, so I'm looking for texture here, yeah? This is what I'm looking for. You know what's funny? I don't think this actually needs to see any more Parmesan because of those Parmesan husks. I can't stand it when I see chefs throw the husk out. There is so much flavour. All right, at this point, I turn the electricity off and leave the risotto to rest, OK? And this is going to continue to cook and just pull it all together. Yes, Bo, you had a question?
Do you cover that risotto now that it's resting?
So at this point, I just leave it. No, I don't need to cover it because I'm gonna monte it, OK? I'm gonna add the creaminess to it, or add to that creaminess, give it some lusciousness, OK?
Can you just show us how much liquid's in there, George?
Yeah, because that's, I think, where we...
Oh, wow.
Went wrong the other
And you
way.
know you can see every single grain, yeah?
Yeah, the pan's not
Right.
overcrowded.
Then, yeah, exactly. We're in the fertile Italian countryside for Masterclass, and I'm doing my version of the contestants' death dish, the risotto. All right, let's start to pull this dish together. Our eggs are nearly cooked. Our risotto is resting. At this point, we've got our onion puree. We add a spoon of that, maybe a little bit more. We add a little bit of butter. And just leave that, OK? Now, what I've got here is some espresso coffee that I've reduced down with a little bit of sugar and made a syrup. For me, coffee and Parmesan are a great combination. So I want to introduce that into the risotto. If I cook that from the beginning, the coffee would turn bitter, all right? So I make this, and it's a bit of a surprise for the customer. And I just paint it on the plate, all right?
Eggs are ready.
OK, I'll just pull that out. And just leave them there to rest. Now I'm mantecating the risotto, as the Italians call it. I just call it adding butter. Okay, and you can see that, you know, that's what they were talking about. See how it's like, you know, waves washing onto the beach. Okay, a little taste. Bit of texture there, I love it. I'll just leave that there. Now, the egg. Just peel the wrap off the egg. I've got some culatello here. Just wrap the egg up in it. Little tap.
Flatten it out.
Our egg. Hey, how good does that look?
Wow.
And some of these little tendrils of peas
Snow pea triangles.
that I found out in the garden.
They're beautiful.
And of course, some garlic flowers. There you have it. Parmesan risotto.
Amazing.
All right, tasting time. Bo, come on up. Julia, come on up.
Do you want to crack the egg open?
Try the risotto first.
Yeah,
I really want you guys.
Risotto.
Alice, come on.
Mind if I do? Thanks.
That's really tasty. It doesn't taste like coffee.
No.
It's just rich.
And that's the thing. I mean, you know, you want 10 spoons of that, no more. You know, it's not. I think sometimes we get carried away back at home with big plates of risotto.
And it's creamy without being too rich.
Yep.
It still has that chewiness, but it doesn't have that chalkiness that we kind of managed to have. And the garlic flowers really are delicious. They're awesome.
It has about 15 times more flavour than my risotto the other day, at least.
Right, back to your bench.
Thanks.
Right, Ben, what tip did you pick up from today's risotto lesson?
Don't be scared. I was really scared of making the risotto. I was putting tiny bits of stock in at a time and tasting it and pinching the rice, and just go, have a crack.
Andy?
Along the same lines as Benny, don't be scared. Like, honestly, I was stirring it the whole time. I did not stop stirring it because that's what I thought had to happen. You agitated it probably half a dozen times and it's perfect.
The thing is, you've just got to keep tasting it. If it's not cooked, well, it needs more stock, yeah?
Oh my God. Oh, we've got the kettle out.
Wow.
No.
All the
cheese.
Va bene.
Oh my God, look at
What
the
is this?
strawberries.
What's this? Absolutely incredible. Now, this is what you call a feast, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Look, bowl.
I've got my bowl.
Beautiful.
Yum. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, pretty intense. Wow.
Looks beautiful, doesn't it? So before we do the big salute, we have to pick out a couple of people who have done really well. Some special commendations on this trip. Andy, honestly, the Barilla Challenge, you did an absolutely brilliant job as the captain. It's good to see you're a driver. It's making sense. It's clicked into place. Good job. Round of applause. Come on. Well done. And
also, Julia, for me, that pizza pasta challenge, even though it was one of the hardest services I've ever been part of in MasterChef history, your determination to help not only yourself, but everyone else, and even though that was an individual challenge, was phenomenal. And that's what this competition is all about.
Well done, Julia.
Well done, guys.
Now, because of that, special little surprise. Julia.
Oh.
Andy. Guess what? You're flying back business class with Qantas. Do us a favour. Don't disturb George and I, OK? Enjoy it. You deserved it. Brilliant job.
Salute.
Salute.
E auguri a tutti. Io vorrei che vinceste tutti.
Brilliant. And from me, viva Italy. And here's to MasterChef!
Next time on MasterChef Australia.
We've taken you around the world and back. Now I want to see how far your cooking has come.
For their first challenge back, the amateur cooks face the age-old question, what's in the fridge?
Oh, no! I'm doomed.
Then, the pressure is on to create a picture-perfect dish.
It just needs to look recognisably yummy.
And the best will grace the cover of the next MasterChef magazine.
I've no idea what makes the front cover of a magazine.
But for these 9, the game is about to change.
Now your feet are planted firmly back in the MasterChef kitchen. I'm going to drop a bombshell.
Oh, what? Oh, my God.